Hello, FBC Salinas. This is Pastor John coming to you with another edition of the Midweek Refresher video, where I desire to do two things. Number one, provide you information. Number two, provide you inspiration in the middle of your week. Certainly hope your week is going well, and if not, may this video serve as a source of encouragement as well as a reminder that our good Lord is with us no matter what comes our way, all right? So let's get to the informational portion of the video, shall we? The first thing is this, is that on October 19th, we are starting a new spiritual formation series called Rooted. And this is a wonderful curriculum that we are going to use to help all of us get involved in making sure that we are consistently walking with the Lord. There are different elements that are going to happen in this curriculum. And I want to invite you, if you've never participated in our 9 a.m. spiritual formation class, to get involved in it. It's a great opportunity to learn more about not only Jesus Christ, but what it means to follow after him. You'll be receiving more information about this, and we need you to sign up for this class because there's some curriculum to it that I already mentioned earlier, but also a workbook that you get to work through. And as you continue down this path of developing and further understanding how great our Lord is and how he works in and through your life, you have opportunity to do that in these workbooks, and it'll give you some really practical stuff. And so if you have questions about this, please reach out to Tracy at fbcsalinas.com, and she will get you that information, all right? So that's the first announcement. Second announcement is this, is that on October 31st, we get to do Trunk and Treat again. Lorraine puts together a fantastic team that just does a wonderful job with this event. And it is going to be, we believe it's going to be even larger this year because October 31st falls on a Friday night. So what do we need from you? We need cars. We need cars that you're willing to have decorated and participate in this. So we need cars. We also need candy. You will find a big barrel in the lobby, and we need to fill that up 2, 3, I don't know how many times, maybe even 4 times. I don't know. We believe that there are going to be a lot of people here, a lot of children, a lot of families coming here to participate in this event. And one of the things that we continue to hear every single year is families saying, thank you for doing this, because we know it's a safe environment, and we also know that we're going to have a great time, and it makes it a whole lot more convenient for us. So that's October 31st, Trunk and Treat. We need candy, we need cars, we need you to participate as a volunteer. We look forward to it, all right? So those two things are happening. And then the third one, October 11th. I've been asking you to mark it down. I hope you have it marked down, not only in a pen, but in a Sharpie even. October 11th, Kids Around the World, this event that we're having where 60,000 meals are going to be packaged to then be delivered to people in Panama. What an opportunity. What a big goal that we have. And I believe this, our God is bigger than our goal, and he is going to do great things. We have a number of different churches helping, different organizations helping, and we are inviting you to participate in this. It's October 11th. It will be a wonderful time of seeing how us coming together, not only as a church, but with other churches and organizations, to accomplish something that, frankly, we never thought that we could accomplish. But by the Lord's grace, he is doing great things. If you have questions about this, please reach out to me, John at fbcsalinas.com. I'll be more than happy to get the information to Susie Pace, who's done a magnificent job of heading up this event. Again, October 11th, we need your help. And also, if you would like to make a financial contribution to this over and above what you already give to the church, we are more than happy to say, please do that very thing, all right? So if you have any questions about this, please reach out to us. It's going to be a great time, October 11th. I promise you this. What a great way to spend a day, October 11th, preparing meals for people in Panama. All right, so that's it for the informational portion. Want to get to the inspirational portion. I've been making my way through the book of Second Kings. And I got to tell you, it's rough. It's rough because every single king in Israel decides that they're not going to follow after God. Some of the kings in Judah do a pretty good job of following after God. And there's one particular king that I'm reading about right now that, as I read about it, I've read this story before, but it hit me a little bit differently this time. And it hit me because of the backstory that brought King Hezekiah into his reign, into his kingship, I should say. His father was not a good king. His father was doing things that were not anywhere close to doing what God would want his kings to do. Hezekiah came into this situation. It was a mess. And here's what we know about Hezekiah, that he was declared more righteous than any other king in Judah. He simply followed after God all the time. It was fantastic what he did. But just because he followed after God all the time didn't mean that it wasn't difficult for him. It didn't mean that everything came easy to him. Far from it. Matter of fact, the king of Assyria comes along and completely dominates Israel. Israel is now taken into exile. They are now having to serve the king of Assyria. The king of Assyria then lets Hezekiah and the people in Judah know he's coming for them next. And what's interesting is that King Hezekiah sends out, for lack of a better word, he sends out these ambassadors to talk with the king of Assyria to say, hey, can we make some type of a treaty here or something like that? And the king of Assyria says, are you kidding me? Do you not see what I've done to all these other countries? I've laid waste to them. They cannot compete against me. I am not going to make any type of a deal with you whatsoever. Upon receiving this information, the ambassadors tore their clothes and they were devastated. Can you blame them? They're going to go back to their king and say, there's no deal. It looks bleak. It is a crisis of monumental proportions. They tell Hezekiah what the king of Assyria said. Hezekiah tears his robes, and then he does something that really, really hit me. And it should hit all of us. Listen to what happens here. This is found in 2 Kings chapter 19. Hezekiah received the letter from the hand of the messengers and read it. Now listen to what he says. Listen to what he did. And Hezekiah went up to the house of Yahweh and spread it before Yahweh. And Hezekiah prayed before Yahweh and said, O Yahweh, the God of Israel, enthroned above the cherubim, you are the God. You alone of all the kingdoms of the earth, you have made heaven and earth. Incline your ear, O Yahweh, and hear. Open your eyes, O Yahweh, and see, and hear the words of Sennacherib, which he has sent to mock the living God. Truly, O Yahweh, the kings of Assyria have laid waste the nations and their lands, and have cast their gods into the fire, for they were not gods, but the work of men's hands, wood and stone. Therefore they were destroyed. So now, O Yahweh our God, save us, please, from his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you, O Yahweh, are God alone. The reason why this stood out to me was so often when I hit a crisis, and perhaps you're like me, you hit a crisis, you hit some rough waters, you begin to strategize, you begin to try and figure out how you're going to handle this, how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. And then eventually you'll get to this place of saying, you know what, I probably should pray about this. We make prayer a last resort sometimes, don't we? Especially when things get rough. What hit me was Hezekiah did not wait to pray. He simply got on his knees and he prayed. And notice what he does. He takes this letter from the king of Assyria, and in that letter it says, we're coming for you next. He takes the letter and he lays it before the Lord. I want to encourage you to do something, perhaps a little different this week. What crisis, what problem are you facing right now? I want to invite you to write that down, and then I want you to do what Hezekiah did. Take that after you've written it down, lay it before the Lord, and say, Lord, please help me through this. Please. Let's do that this week. Let's turn to the Lord first rather than last. Let's know that he's still on the throne. He's still the one true God. He's still the one who cares for us and walks us through whatever comes our way. Let's know that. Let's live that out, and let's turn to him first and watch what he does. So write out that problem and then say, Lord, I'm laying it before you. Please rescue me through this. All right, let's do that. I love you. I'm grateful for you. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'd love to hear how God works through this situation, through your situation, as you go through life. He loves you, and he won't let you down. God bless you. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.